What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through a schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. Something strange is going on. All the news I was looking at is a day or more old, which is strange. There's nothing happening in the last 24 hours. That sounds weird. It's very weird. Anyways, we're going to be starting on with this first video. Elon Musk has a OpenAI lawsuit as defense of charity. This is a follow-up video. We've already covered that Elon Musk is going after OpenAI, but in this video they kind of reveal some new details about the situation. Then we have a video titled U.S. to produce passports bearing President Trump's image. I think it's his mugshot. I might be wrong, but I think his mugshot is actually on the passports, which I think is funny. Then we got a video titled Comey dares DOJ an explosive indictment response. I feel like this is a strange event that's going on too, because so much time has passed. Then we have another follow-up video, U.S. FCC reviewing ABC's licenses after Jimmy Kimmel doing what he did. Oh shit, I just realized I didn't grab any funny videos of the day. I will try and do that. I'm having an awful day, but I'm gonna try and act like I'm not. Then we got a video titled these people are outraged, but it's so bad it just seems like satire. It's titled West Warwick's police investigating viral video of person in robe and pointed hood. This person was dressed up as a klan member and was walking through town, and now everybody's all outraged, which I think is kind of funny. I think we have bigger problems than this. I think it's some asshole just doing this for clicks, and it worked. Then we got a video titled Hospital Escape Turns Deadly in Chicago Police for Chicago police officer. Then we have a video, then we're gonna be wrapping up the news with lefties losing it, and this one's titled Another Traumatic Sex Scandal Accusation Against Katy Perry. She's not doing well. Then we'll begin into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening up today's puzzle advent calendar. It was provided by Watchmen. And while we're doing all of this, I will have to figure out the funny videos because I forgot to get all of them. Anyways, all of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. And what is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Russell? What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Zero? What's up, Salty Ragu? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Green Eyes? What's up, 10 Man? And what's up, Hair Juicer? Happy freedom, you hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Too old to care? You were first today. Happy freedom to you, and I appreciate you racing in the chat. Let me see. What's up, Sly Dog? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Zupia? Happy freedom. Green Eyes, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom to you. Wrench, you are omnipresent. Appreciate you. Let me see. Scrolling through here. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom. Hair Juicy, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Let me see. What's up, Lori? Happy freedom to you. Thank you so much, Colty, for the $5 hairs over on Rumble. You're badass, Colty. Thank you so much. This is Happy Freedom Hooligans. Hope everybody had a great hump day. I hope you had a great hump day. Thank you so much, Colty. I appreciate you. What's up, High Plains Drifter? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Barb? Happy freedom to you. What's up, H-Big? Happy freedom. Let me see. Oh, I appreciate you, Fresca Bean. Thank you for being with us today. Salty Ragu, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Colty, for another $5 hairs over on Rumble. You're a badass, Colty. Thank you so much. This will brighten up your day. Well, thank you, Colty. I appreciate it. What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Jeremy? Happy freedom to you. Make sure we get everybody here. And I think we did. Go ahead and hit that like button over on Rumble. See if you can get us back on the front page. Also, we're going to be gaming it up. I have to do 5 hours for the premium live stream in the next 24 hours, so we're going to be gaming it up later for the premium live. So if you're not an official hooligan or you don't have Rumble Premium, it's okay. You're not missing anything important, but I have to get the 5 hours in the next 24 hours. And I'm going to have to cut like 22 short, so I'm going to be busy today. And what is up, everyone over on the GoofTube? Agent O, you were first today. Happy freedom to you. Salty Ragu, you're truly omnipresent. What's up, Ramsey? Happy freedom to you. What's up, El Bardo? Happy freedom. Right Mind, happy freedom to you. What's up, Donner? Happy freedom. What's up, Show What? Happy freedom to you. I think we got everybody. You guys hit that like button over on the GoofTube as well. What is up, everyone over on Kick? Meta, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. And happy freedom, everyone over on Kick. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on Blaze? And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Let's go ahead and get into things. Like I said, we're going to be starting off with this follow-up with Elon Musk versus OpenAI. Now, I said when we first covered this that it kind of seems like Elon's just butthurt about the company. And now we're getting some new details about it. Hit the like button over on Rumble as well as the Comey tube, and let's get into this.
Elon Musk took the stand on Tuesday in a high-stakes trial over the future of OpenAI, casting his lawsuit against the ChatGPT maker as a defense of charitable giving. Musk, the world's richest person, is suing OpenAI, its co-founder and chief executive Sam Altman, and its president Greg Brockman, saying they betrayed him and the public by abandoning OpenAI's mission to be a benevolent steward of AI for humanity and transforming the nonprofit into a profit-seeking juggernaut. Musk and Altman co-founded OpenAI in 2015. In court, the Tesla and SpaceX CEO characterized the company as his brainchild. Musk told jurors Tuesday that, quote, "If we make it okay to loot a charity, the entire foundation of charitable giving in America will be destroyed." Jurors also heard from OpenAI's attorney William Savitt, who said in his opening statement that it was Musk who pushed to turn OpenAI into a for-profit company, one he hoped to lead. Savitt said Musk filed the lawsuit only after those efforts failed. "We are here," he said, because Musk did not get his way. Musk's lawyer said in his opening statement that it was the OpenAI defendants who were greedy for money, as the company began pulling in investors like Microsoft, which put $10 billion into OpenAI in 2023. Musk started his own AI business xAI in the same year. While Musk described OpenAI as a charity, the organization called itself a non-profit artificial intelligence research company in a 2015 post, introducing OpenAI. Musk is seeking $150 billion in damages from OpenAI and Microsoft, one of its largest investors, with proceeds going to OpenAI's charitable arm. A lawyer for Microsoft said in his opening statement that the company didn't do anything wrong and has been a, quote, responsible partner. Musk is expected to resume his testimony on Wednesday.
Okay. Elon Musk versus OpenAI. They're saying that Elon Musk is suing OpenAI because he had given them some doll hairs when they were promising to be a non-profit company. And they wanted to lead the world in AI. But then OpenAI's defense in this video, they're saying that Elon is the one that wanted to make OpenAI a for-profit. And in the last video we covered, they were saying that he was trying to merge OpenAI with Tesla, and he couldn't convince them to do it, so he left the company. And so now this is all happening, and if they can prove that Elon was trying to make the company for profit, it's going to show malice. And if that happens, then it doesn't really look like they're going to rule in his favor, but we'll see how it goes. We're going to get right into this next one. This next one's a short video. U.S. to produce passports bearing President Trump's image. It's very nice. The left can't stand that they're sticking Trump's face and name on everything, and I think it just encourages him to do it a little more. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
The U.S. State Department said on Tuesday that it will issue a limited number of special commemorative passports featuring a portrait of President Donald Trump. Images released by the State Department show Trump's portrait printed inside the passport, across from a picture of the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. A State Department spokesperson said the passports will be released as part of the celebrations for the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Declaration of Independence in July. It is not clear whether Americans will be able to choose a regular passport instead of the commemorative version. This is not the only move by the administration to attach the president's likeness or name to official property. The U.S. Mint also plans to release a commemorative gold coin with Trump's image. Since returning to office last year, the Trump administration has put his name on government buildings, a visa program for wealthy foreigners, and even a government-run prescription drug website.
All right. Do it up. Those lefties are going to pay for those passports, and then they're going to be screaming and reeing and tearing them up and setting them on fire. That's okay. Good for them. Next up, we have, let me see here. Comey dares DOJ in explosive indictment response. Now, this has to do with Comey posting that picture a year ago that has seashells that are arranged to say 8647. We covered that extensively when it happened. People were kind of divided on it. Some people were really upset and they took it as a threat against the president, and other people said it's not really that big of a deal because they've worked in restaurants and this is kind of a common term, and that he's just a shitty person. He wasn't necessarily threatening the president. Now it's back in the news, and I don't really understand. They're acting like they're taking it serious, like it was a real threat against the president. But if that's the case, then why'd they wait a year to do something about it? It doesn't make any sense to me. Either way, it's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you're going to think about these first two videos. Once again, the first video, Elon Musk versus OpenAI. And then the second video, they're saying that there's going to be a limited amount of passports that will be available with President Trump's image on them. Like I said, Comey being indicted coming up next. But first, we're hopping in the chat. And I'm finding these funny videos. I got one more to find. Man, if it wasn't for Elon losing his son to the shapeshifter crap, he'd still be a liberal, and now he's against it. Yeah, 10 man. That's right. I think most people don't give a shit about politics until it starts affecting your life. Once it starts affecting your life, people start paying attention. Like, I never gave a shit about politics at all. Even when I was voting, I didn't really think that hard about it. But then when they locked us in our house, then I started paying a lot more attention to it. And so, I don't know. Maybe Elon's the same way. Snooks cry hard Comey. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to happen to him, but it's interesting that they're doing it. 10 man, what is OpenAI? OpenAI is the company that created ChatGPT. Russell, OpenAI is supposed to be a nonprofit. Well, the water is getting murky now, because now they're acting like not only did the CEO of OpenAI, but Elon also, like, they together were intending on turning the company into a for-profit company. So we'll see as we cover these follow-ups. Elder Zoomer, I'd love to not give a shit about politics. Yeah, I don't know. I try not to get invested in it. My life is so damn hard behind the scenes that I have all these problems I can't fix. Earlier today, I went to get some food and I was trying to get out of the parking lot and there was so much traffic. And I was like, I don't have time for this shit. I need to go live. And I was like, everyone says I have control of my problems. All right, everyone, listen up. Get the fuck out of my way because I need to get out on the road. And unfortunately, nobody was listening. So that's the kind of stuff that pisses me off when I say my life is hard and everyone's like, oh, you could fix your own problems. No, I can't. They're connected to other people and other people fucking suck. They suck so bad and they don't listen to me. I wish they did. The world would be a better place. Anyways. Cass, same, never cared about politics. Still don't. Hate how much it's affecting our lives. Yeah. It seems to be a little less than it used to be. When we were going through lockdowns, you had to watch the TV to know what tomorrow was going to bring. Now it's a little bit more lenient. I try to make it entertaining because most of the stuff that you could be upset about doesn't even happen. And a lot of stuff that could make you upset and does happen, you don't have control over it. You can't do anything about it. And so that's kind of the downside of it. The benefit is just to be aware of what's going on because you see the way that the normies and the blue team get corralled like cattle. Like they're either believing lies or they're listening to hearsay from people who believe lies. And so it's better to know what's actually going on than to be in the wind like that. What's up, Boiling Point? Happy Freedom. Need a Harry Potter wand? I know. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy Freedom to you. I'm doing all right, Dud. And how are you doing today? What's up, Winston? Happy Freedom. What's up, Obnoxious Scott? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Colty? Let me see. Chat with my phone so it's hard to say hi to each person. You gotta just drop a Happy Freedom. And it just goes to everybody. Just Happy Freedom, hooligans. That's what I do. I used to try and tag everybody, but sometimes it's difficult. Korean eyes, other people do suck. I don't know. I think it's our phones making us dumb. Things happen. Time gets busy. Stuff like that. But people who are in the fucking way and oblivious to it, can't stand those people. Whether their vehicle's in the way or they're standing in the middle of an aisle or they're standing at the end of an aisle, they're just in the damn way. And they're just sitting there like 1,000-mile stare, like just not a thought in their head. Cannot stand that at all. Like, I cannot stand that. I'm very rude to people who are like that. I don't want to be, but they're not there. They're offline. I don't know what's going on. I feel like there's just a dial tone going on in their head. So I gotta be like, excuse me. That's what I do. And man, you watch them shit their pants. I'm like, get the fuck out of my way. Holy, not all of us can just stand around and do nothing all day. Salty Regu, you got to manifest it. I am trying. I pray my ass off all day, every day. I swear. God's like, stop calling on me. Because it's like probably 20, 30 times a day I'm praying. Because I cannot stand the way life is going. Here, Juicer, don't dead name me. I don't know what that means, but it sounds about right. Snugs. No, I haven't heard from Get Some since yesterday. Hopefully he's okay. Elder Zoomer NPCs? Yeah, absolutely. Done. I'm glad you're doing all right. Let me see. What's up, Rodney? Happy freedom to you. What's up, K. Walt? Happy freedom to you. Appreciate you, Tony Rez. What's up, Eagle? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Chica? Happy freedom to you. The Oblivious Syndrome? It is, and it's real bad at Walmart. Matt, are you going to get a Trump passport? I've never got a passport before. I wonder how much that costs. I know you got to give them extra paperwork and crap. What's up, TBD? Happy freedom. What's up, Plukester? Happy freedom to you. Plukester, it's inappropriate for a former leader of the FBI to post such a picture. Yeah, but this reminds me of like the Obama stuff. They were like, oh, we're going to get Obama for treason. And I was like, oh, that ain't going to happen. Everybody's like, fuck you, Jeff Mack. You don't know. You don't know. And when was the last time you heard about that shit? They don't talk about it. Because the last thing we heard is he has presidential immunity and he can do whatever he wants to whoever he wants. And I said that all along and people got all mad at me and here we are. And I think Comey's going to do the same thing. They're putting this in the news. They're pretending like they're going to do something. Nothing's going to happen to this. And then everyone's going to forget. I think everybody already forgot. If they wouldn't even brought this up, everyone would have forgot that Comey even posted that picture because it's been a year. But at least we will make it entertaining. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into that story. But before we do, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out. So we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this polled up. Comey's in trouble. Or at least that's what they're saying. It would be entertaining if Comey was the first person to actually be arrested and being held accountable on Capitol Hill. That'd be very entertaining. Come on, load up. Braves got to drop that update. I'm tired of waiting on YouTube. Anyways, hit that like button. Let's get into this.
Good morning. I'm Cheryl Casoni. I'm in for Maria Bartiromo. It is Wednesday. It is April 29th at 7 a.m. on the East Coast. It is time for the hot topic of the hour. Former FBI Director James Comey indicted again by President Trump's Department of Justice, this time by a federal grand jury over a 2025 Instagram post showing seashells arranged to read 8647. Prosecutors argue the numbers can be interpreted as code, with 86 sometimes used as slang for eliminate, 47 referring to President Donald Trump as the 47th president, saying the image could be seen as a threat against the president. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche announcing the charges during a news conference yesterday. Listen.
The first count is that on or about May 15th of last year, he knowingly and willfully making a threat to take the life of and to inflict bodily harm upon the President of the United States. Count 2, James Comey knowingly and willfully transmitting in interstate commerce a communication that contained a threat to kill the President of the United States. Both of these counts carry a maximum term of imprisonment of 10 years. So I think it's fair to say that threatening the life of anybody is dangerous and potentially a crime. Threatening the life of the President of the United States will never be tolerated by the Department of Justice. While this case is unique and this indictment stands out because of the name of the defendant, his alleged conduct is the same kind of conduct that we will never tolerate and that we will always investigate and regularly prosecute.
The former FBI director responding to the charges, issuing a defiant statement in response to his federal indictment. Watch this.
Well, they're back. This time about a picture of seashells on a North Carolina beach a year ago. And this won't be the end of it. I'm still innocent. I'm still not afraid. And I still believe in the independent federal judiciary. So let's go. This is not how the Department of Justice is supposed to be. And the good news is we get closer every day to restoring those values.
Comey's lawyer issuing a statement to Fox News, writing this: Mr. Comey vigorously denies the charges contained in the indictment filed in the Eastern District of North Carolina. We will contest these charges in the courtroom and look forward to vindicating Mr. Comey and the First Amendment. Tiana, so to be clear, when this happened in May of 2025, James Comey's response was, oh, it didn't occur to me that this would be read as a threat. You know, this is the former FBI director, okay? And President Trump was on the news channel last year, and he said he knew exactly what that meant. This is a quote from President Trump. A child knows what that meant. If you're the FBI director and you don't know what that meant assassination.
Yeah, and also Comey clearly lied. He said, I just stumbled across these shells and I had to share it to my Instagram following. He deleted it, which also will probably be used by the prosecution to say, oh, he had consciousness of guilt, and that it somewhat impugns his motivations. But it's that intent element that's going to be incredibly difficult to prove, just because the Supreme Court, correctly, is very liberal with what is protected political speech. You have to be very deliberate in order for something to be interpreted as a threat. The one thing I will point out, to the acting attorney general's credit, he noted right then and there during that press conference that the Trump DOJ has gone after assailants who have credibly threatened Joe Biden and other Democrats. So it's not that this isn't a crime that is prosecuted. It's that this specific instance might be a little thin.
Right. Well, and look, Jonathan Turley writes this on Fox.
All right. Well, we'll see. I really don't think he's going to get in any trouble, because they have to prove that he was intentionally threatening the president. You can't just accidentally threaten the president. It's not gonna land. It's not like manslaughter, right? Like, you kill somebody, if you intended to do it, it's murder. If you didn't intend to do it, it's manslaughter. Threats don't work like that. You have to intentionally threaten somebody. You can't accidentally threaten somebody. So I don't think he's going to get the time, but I think he does know what he was doing. And I think he did it because he knew that it would be hard for them to prove that he was intentionally threatening the president. But it makes for good entertainment. They're saying that he's being indicted for posting that picture last year on Instagram because he thought he was an Instagram model. He's facing 2 charges, one for making a threat against the president and one for using social media to publish the threat. Each of them hold 10-year sentences. Comey claims that he's innocent. And I just wonder, why is this happening now? If they actually thought he was a threat, or that he was doing a call to action telling other people to, go do bad stuff or whatever, why did they wait a year or almost a year to do something about it? So I don't know. This just seems like it's going to fall apart. Anyways, next up, US FCC reviewing ABC licenses after Jimmy Kimmel's comments to Melania. This is obviously another follow-up. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about the situation that Comey got himself in. Snuggs, Comey is stupid and immature. Yeah. Acting like the rest of the Democrats. Man, yeah. Green Eyes, Comey knew what he was doing just like Kimmel. Yeah, I think so too. What's up, Ghostly? Happy Freedom. You need big ass titties to get away with that on Instagram. His tits won't save him. That's right, Ghostly. I don't think they're going to be able to prove intent, but yeah, it's not going to make him look good. I know that. Especially because the way that he lied about it when it first came out. Claiming he didn't know what it meant and he didn't arrange the shells. They were just like that. And he just thought, wow, that's really wonderful art. Let's take a picture and post that on my Instagram. And nobody believed that crap. But that's what he was selling. Sub-Zero, happy freedom to you. Russell, he won't get any time? No, I don't think so. So next to me, the shells can be perceived a lot of ways. Yeah, I think that's what's going to get him off the hook. Colty, when I was a kid, my dad 86'd my friend and he couldn't come over to the house for a year. That's rough. Banned from the house. None of my friends were ever able to come over to my house. One, I didn't have shit. But they just were never able to. My grandma used to think that everybody was going to steal shit and she didn't want to have to feed them. So she never let me bring anybody over. And my mom, they were always selling weed and shit. And so they didn't want me to bring friends over. So I always went over to other people's house, especially when I lived with my mom. She was like, "You want to eat today?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You better make friends." Okay. And so like pretty much the whole time I was a teenager until I got sent away, as we refer to it, I had to basically have friends in order to eat food because mom did not provide food. There was no food. We were like fist fighting over food and shit. It was the Hunger Games at the house. What's up, Salty Senior? Happy freedom to you. No, I haven't seen Duel yet. I don't think. I'm pretty sure I have it. I don't remember if I watched it or not. I know I was going to, but I've had so many traumatic events that the timeline's fucked up in my head. I don't think I've seen it yet, but I will. I will make time to do that. And happy to have you, Salty Senior. Fresca Bean, I worked at a restaurant. Restaurant biz. 86 is the same meaning. Kill it, nix it, get it off the order menu. Yeah. That's what a lot of people were saying when this story first happened. Colty, he had such a punchable face. I've had people say that about me, and I hate that. I really hate that. Because this is the only face that God gave me. I can't do anything about it. What's up, Major? Happy freedom to you. It's ma'am. That's right. What's up, Marsh? Happy freedom to you. Here, Juicer, 8 miles out, 6 feet under. Yeah, that's what I've always heard. Salt Ragu, what does 87 mean? I don't know. We're still working on it. Gotta figure it out. Tony Brez, pick up them seashells for the free toilet paper. That's right. We're not going back through the lockdowns. We got seashells now. I hope they put that shit in the history books, too. They'd be like, COVID killed 2/3 of the planet on day 6, and the Americans went out and bought all the fucking toilet paper, and you couldn't wipe your ass for 2 weeks. I hope they put that right in the history books. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Chica. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, CC? Happy freedom to you. Comey's gonna be popular in prison. In them tight orange pants, he might be. I bet the Democrats get mad that they don't get sent to prison because they do all the fun butt stuff there that they like so much. What's up, Master Dork? Happy freedom to you. The movie Duel? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have it, but I haven't watched it yet. I'm trying to think where my DVDs are because I packed all my stuff up because life is hard. What's up, Tar Kitty? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Faded? Happy freedom. The justice system only bends over the plebs. It's true. They only go after people who actually follow the law. What's up, Mike Engel? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Lee? Happy freedom. What's up, Johnny? Happy freedom to you. Ramsey, absolutely zero chance of FBI guys using kitchen slang. Yeah, no, he knew what he was talking about. Meta, this shit pisses me off. Another wiener with lips. That's terrible, but yeah. And you just wrote it in the chat, Meta, so now they're going to be knocking on your door for potentially threatening the president because you just published the numbers, the forbidden numbers. I wrote it in my notes, and I was like, should I, like, symbolize it? Like, what should I do? I don't want to be in trouble for this stupid shit. Now we can't write numbers because President Trump's a fascist. That's what they're saying. That's silly. What's up, guess who? Happy freedom to you. Jeff had us naked and fleeing. That's right. That is right. Here, Juicer, I found out why the kids are saying 6'7". It's supposed to be because of a song, but what kills me about that is if you listen to the song where the 6'7" stuff comes from, he don't even say it the way the kids say it. They also do some scuba stuff, but that's different. Anyways. Why are you guys talking about ball tapped? I don't know what we're talking about over here. If you're not a part of the website, you should join the website. It's a great time. What's up, Mike T? Happy freedom to you. Shelly sells seashells by the seashore. I thought it was... Wasn't it Sally? What'd you write? Shelly? Oh, I don't know. I've always heard Sally. Sally was slinging seashells by the seashore. Mm-hmm. For $4 hairs. It was a good deal. What's up, Stowner? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, the UFC. The US FCC reviewing ABC's license after Jimmy Kimmel made a fool of himself once again, because he does that. It's his job. He gives jobs out back by the dumpster, too. Anyways, hit that like button and let's get into this.
Of course, our First Lady Melania is here.
The U.S. Federal Communications Commission on Tuesday ordered an early license review of ABC's television stations after calls from the White House for the network to fire late-night host Jimmy Kimmel for making a joke related to First Lady Melania Trump. The FCC order says the review will look into Disney's track record of diversity and inclusion practices. 8 ABC stations owned by the company are named in the review. On his Thursday show, Kimmel did a parody segment of the White House Correspondents Association dinner, joking that Melania Trump had a glow like an expectant widow. The joke was made 3 days before the actual event, where the president and the first lady were rushed out from, following an assassination attempt. The late-night host on Monday said his remarks had been misconstrued and that he had been referring to the couple's age difference. Disney said it had received the FCC order, adding it has a long record of operating in full compliance with FCC rules and is prepared to show that through the appropriate legal channels. The company has until May 28 to respond. The FCC has not revoked a broadcast license in more than 4 decades. A Disney spokesman could not be reached for comment. In September 2025, FCC Chairman Carr pressured broadcasters to take Kimmel off the air. ABC briefly suspended his show that month over comments he made about the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The move by the FCC drew sharp criticism from across the political spectrum for seeking to regulate free speech.
Oh, goodness. They should just call him Free Speech Kimmel, because every time they talk about him, they got to bring up free speech. And it's completely not relevant in this whole situation. But that's Jimmy Free Speech Kimmel. Don't you know that? He can say whatever he wants, whether he's at work or not. That shit doesn't make any sense. I wish they would stop doing it. It irks the hell out of me. Either way, they're saying the FCC is reviewing ABC's licenses after Jimmy Kimmel made comments about Melania being a future widow. They mentioned free speech at the end, but this is obviously not a free speech issue. He was at work when he was saying those things, and now his employer is getting pressure because of it. So if he was to be fired, it would just be business. It's not a free speech issue. These people are dumb, like dumb as shit. Like take a bite of the dog turd dumb. Fuck. Next up, we got our midlife break. It was provided by me because I fucked that up in the beginning, so I had to go find all the funny videos today. I am sorry for all of you hooligans that actually put effort into posting funny videos. I didn't mean to steal all your glory today. I fucked up. It happens sometimes. So our midlife break is titled Gay is Happy. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about the FCC going after ABC because Jimmy Free Speech Kimmel is an asshole. What the hell is that, Snooks? Oh, I know what that was. I thought there was a bug in her mouth. I guess that's not what this is. I don't even know if I could show this. I thought it was a bug. I thought it was a bug trying to escape her face. I'm feeling real tight right now. That had me in fear. Zero free speech has consequences. I suppose. I just wish they would stop bringing it up. If an officer's not breaking your teeth over you saying words, then I don't want to hear about free speech because it's not a free speech thing. It's just not. Russell, it would crack me up if ABC lost their license. It would be funny, but with it being connected to Disney, it makes me think that that's not going to happen. Russell and Snooks, it's a cherry. Yeah, I thought it was I don't know what I thought it was. I thought that lady had a beetle in her mouth. I don't like bugs. Colty, you dork. I know, it freaked me out though. It's the lighting. It's the way it looked threw me off. I was like, what the hell is that? What's up, Dark Horn? Happy freedom to you. Tony Brez, Kimmel needs to reach up in his ass and punch his face from the inside. Yes. I wish somebody would animate that. That's fantastic. Love that. Love the shit out of that. Side Dog, you can make a valid argument for the age difference. Yeah, that's him trying to save face. He knew what he was saying. Salty Senior, Kimmel equals piece of shit. He is. Was he a part of the Epstein stuff? They were saying he was a part of the Epstein stuff until the Epstein stuff came out, and then I didn't hear anything about Jimmy Kimmel. Was he on the list? Because I can't remember. There's so many people involved in it. You wouldn't know because nobody ever got in any trouble over it, but still. Although Alina Paulina Luna, however you say it, Anna Paulina Luna, she's trying to cause stuff about that. She called out 4 women that she said participated in the trafficking, just like Maxwell was doing. And I want to say she either did get indictments on them or she's trying to get indictments on them. And I saw a video today that didn't have a lot of information, which is why I didn't land on the schedule. But she was saying that there's also another guy that's involved. So there's like 4 women and a dude that they believe was helping with trafficking. They weren't victims. They were participating. They were like Maxwell. And she's trying to go after them. But at the same time, she's also calling out her colleagues for the dirt that they do. And I worry that they're going to do something to her because she seems like she actually wants to try and solve the corruption and like shine light in these dark corners and all of that. And, you know, they don't usually turn on each other like that. And so it makes me wonder if they're going to single her out because she actually seems like she's trying to get shit done. What's up, Appeal to Heaven? Happy freedom to you. Guess who? Appreciate you joining us over here on Rumble. Major, he meant 6947. That's right. That's right. He was just trying to say he had a crush on the president. You know, things got off the rails. It happens. He was a little nervous and he messed up. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Larry? Happy freedom to you. CC, I hear they're going after Fauci next. They arrest Fauci's right-hand man. That's what I heard. I seen something that was saying that somebody close to Fauci has been arrested, but I don't know why, and I don't know if they'd go after Fauci or not. They knew the kind of piece of shit he was before they put him on Capitol Hill to give us a daily message of how we weren't going to survive unless we got jabbed up hardcore. Still here. Meta will be safe. Tin Man, Kimmel's a punk ass. I never cared for him. Yeah, I don't watch any of those guys. Hair Juicer. Yeah, I can't remember if Larry was in the chat. I want to say it was yesterday. I don't know. All the days are blending together. I've only been sleeping like 4 hours. I'm working a lot on some new stuff for the website. Anyways, moving forward here, like I said, we got our midlife break. Let me get this pulled up real quick. As quick as it'll let me. Jesus loves us. All right. Well, just fight me on it. Shit. So our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today, it's titled, Gay is Happy. Hold on, let me figure out how to unmute this shit. Did it do it? There we go. Let's try this again.
I'm gay. Gay means happy.
Gay doesn't mean happy, it means you bum other boys.
I'm gay.
And just like that, he wasn't gay anymore. Holy, it means you bum other boys. They have a way of talking over there across the water. Anyways, next up we got West Warwick police investigating viral video of person in a robe and a pointed hood. Somebody dressed up like they were part of the Klan, and they went wandering downtown, and now everybody's really mad. They even called the police, and the police act like they're going to do something about it. I don't understand any of that. The whole story, when you're watching it, it just seems like satire. The entire video just seems like satire. These people are really upset. This one woman is afraid for her gender, but it just really seems like satire. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick, if you'd like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to open a browser, go to rumble.com, come to live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get this pulled up. Somebody want to go viral, and all the upset people are making it happen. And like I said, these people are really upset, but it just feels like satire to me. I'm emotionally numb, I guess. Work, YouTube. I'm tired of your shit today. There we go. There we go. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the Comey tube, and let's get into this.
Video out of West Warwick that's raising some serious major concerns tonight. It shows a person walking down Main Street wearing what appears to be a white robe and a pointed hood. Hi everyone, I'm Dan Jada.
And I'm Patrice Wood. People are worried and police are investigating. The night team's Leanna Falk is live in studio with what people who saw it are saying. Leanna?
Yeah, Patrice, Dan, this video was captured Monday night and it's already making waves online. The people who saw it found it incredibly disturbing and unforgettable.
When you see a pointy hood and two eyeballs staring at you, I mean, what the hell else is it?
A real double-take moment in West Warwick Monday night.
It doesn't look like the boogeyman, right? It looked like the KKK to me.
Ryan Fitzgerald says he and his brother spotted the figure around 2 a.m. They were driving through West Warwick when something caught their eye and didn't sit right.
And I'm like, this is weird because I know there's racism around here, but not like that. That's a whole different level of racism.
In the video, the person is seen walking alone near the Main Street gazebo. At one point, Fitzgerald says the figure looked directly at their car. They immediately took off.
I don't know who that guy is. I don't know what's underneath there. He could have a gun. So yeah, when I roll up on somebody and see that, I'm crapping my pants like, holy shit, what is this?
They weren't the only people spooked. Down the street, surveillance cameras at Candy's Curiosities and Vintage also caught the person walking by.
It was really upsetting to think somebody would walk around like that, period, anywhere. And then it felt personal when it was in my store, or in front of my store, I should say.
Owner Leslie Letourneau says her shop is meant to be a safe space for everyone, so this moment struck a nerve.
It turned my stomach to watch that.
She says she called police. Town officials confirmed they are now investigating. As for Fitzgerald, he says the video may be shocking to some, but not entirely surprising.
I'm not really shocked by it, considering like things I've seen around here and the words I've heard people use. So to me, no, it's not shocking.
And we did speak with the West Warwick Town Council president by phone tonight. Again, he confirmed police are looking into this, but says he doesn't have any additional information at this time. Live in studio, Leanna Falk, NBC 10 News, Night Team.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, it's not great. You know, I'm not like saying people should go do that, but who cares? Like, people got time on their hands worrying about that shit. I don't know. I don't know. If there was like 4 or 5 of them, okay, maybe it's time to start questioning things. One asshole on his own walking around doing that with a pair of Nikes on, I don't know. It's just somebody being stupid who wanted attention. And these people talking about how scared they are and stuff, that just, Fuck, how do they even go outside? Anyways, some asshole dressed up like he was a part of the Klan, and now this meth head is being interviewed. He's really shaken up by it. Then they interview a super liberal who felt personally offended. She was so offended she called the police. I don't know. I actually wrote, she called the police, LOL, because it was so unbelievable to write notes for this story. And then they turn around and say the police are looking into this, even though they can't fucking do anything about it. You cannot do anything to anybody for walking around like this. You just fucking can't. They can't do anything about it. Now, if he goes into a store, then they could try and do something, right? Masked robbery kind of thing. They could probably do something. Walking down the street, nobody could fucking do anything about that. They better get over their feelings. This is fucking stupid as shit. And again, I'm not saying this is great. Everybody should go hood up and walk downtown, but the outrage over this, I wish my life was this fucking easy, that I could just sit here and worry about this stupid ass shit. Oh no, there was a person wearing an outfit downtown that I didn't agree with. Holy shit, this is my new identity. Like, I don't know. I can't. I wish my life was that easy. Next up, hospital escape turns deadly for Chicago police officer. Now, this whole story, they're going to talk about this guy being a bad guy because he's a bad guy, but they don't tell you how he got the gun. And one officer died and the other one's put in critical condition, and they're blaming the bad guy, but I'm kind of blaming the cops for not doing a good enough job. And that sucks because one of them died, but that's just my opinion. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see how you guys feel about ghosts. No worries here, Juicer. I should have used emojis. If I don't put emojis in my text, then it seems like I'm speaking really harsh. I'm just trying to deliver information. Ghost, you smoking me. Can't read any of this shit out loud. Wrench, maybe he identifies as a bed. That's why he was covered in sheets. Holy. Man, Tennessee is the home to the Klan, but they don't do shit like that. Straight up liberal doing it. I figured it's a teenager or something. Some dumb 20-year-old or somebody who wanted to get a rise out of people. He wasn't doing anything. It's not like he was walking with a torch or had a rifle or, you know what I mean? He was wandering downtown. He probably made it himself. He got it from his dad. Oh, granddad pulled it out of the closet there. I don't know. I think that they're making a way bigger deal about it than it needs to be. Salty Ragu, it was laundry day and it's all he had, right? They're being inconsiderate of his feelings. Zero, what crime was committed? Yeah, exactly. Man, fucker walked around here, ghosted up. He's getting his ass beat. Yeah, most places it would, but those people, they called the police. Wrench, he was trick-or-treating early. Yeah, exactly. Russell, it was get some. Holy shit, we're gonna bring that up when Get Some comes back from wherever the hell he is. We need to make some images. Make the memes now so they're ready when he gets here. Glad you're doing good, Larry. Glad to hear it. Russell, cracking me up. Major, sponsored by the SPLC. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What's up, Crystals? Happy freedom to you. It's a Democrat out for the midnight stroll. Yep, you could tell by the pointed hood. What's up, Tiger Jaw? Happy freedom to you. Duh, and I come off gruff in text too. I just tell them, unless I cuss you out, I'm not mad. Yeah, I usually put a whole bunch of emojis and stuff to soften my text. I don't know how that happened. Some people say I talk to them like that. I talk to them like I'm a drill sergeant. But I'm just trying to deliver information. I'm not... I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to literally just be direct. And people are like, why are you being an asshole to me? I'm like, I'm not. I'm just trying to tell you information. I just don't know how to flower it up. Stoner, I always wanted to try doing DMT in a haunted house. I got a theory. I don't know. I wouldn't like to hallucinate and be scared at the same time. That's a danger to everybody. Guess who? Timu Halloween outfit? Mm-hmm. Some people saw that video and was like, we're not supposed to do that? Crystals, yeah, a group may be concerning. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. One guy walking down the street acting like an asshole, I'm not worried about that. You see 5 or 6 people walking down the street doing something like that, yeah, you can probably wonder what's going on. That's suspicious. Thanks so much, Green Eyes, for gifting a sub over on Rumble. You're badass, Green Eyes. Thank you so much for making more hooligans. You're awesome. Look at everybody all lit up in the chat. Very nice. Guess who? The guy in the hood. He's just a DoorDash delivery guy. Could you imagine if you ordered food and that guy showed up? You know you're giving him double tip. He's getting double tipped. One for the front and one for the back. Thank you so much, Tiger Jaw, for the $20 hairs over on Rumble. You're badass, Tiger Jaw. Thank you so much for the support. You're awesome. Guess who? Joe Biden said a few good people walking down the street at night in a hood. That was Joe Biden shuffling down the street right there. He said it was cold outside, so he put his hood up. Done. Jeff finds out he's on the spectrum. I would not be surprised. I actually Googled, why do I overshare? And that was the #1 response. And I was like, oh, fuck. I can't fix that. Appeal to Heaven Halloween isn't here yet? Not yet. What's up, Angry God? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bullseye? Happy freedom. What's up, Rhyme Time? Happy freedom to you. Meta a Latardo for sure. Absolutely. I bet their sheets smell like pee. What's up, Sandra's Library? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. Rich, $16.20 for a hamburger basket. I miss the old days. I ordered pizza earlier, and they said for a pepperoni pizza was $27. And I canceled the order. I was like, I'm not paying you $27 for a large pepperoni pizza. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not doing that. I'd rather eat Klaus for that fucking price. I'm not doing it. It's not me. It's too much. All right, hooligans. Moving forward here. Get into this next one. Hospital escape turns deadly for Chicago police officer. Now, this guy is an obvious piece of shit, but I don't understand how he got the gun. And I even Googled it because they don't say in the video. And even Google doesn't know. They act like he just manifested a firearm in the hospital. Shot the one officer and killed him. Shot the other officer, put him in critical condition, and fled butt naked down the street. Where did the firearm come from? And they didn't find him at the hospital. They took him to the hospital. Where did the firearm come from? Nobody knows. Nobody knows, but he's a bad guy. Yeah, he's a bad guy, and those might be dumb cops. That's too bad. Hit that like button, and let's get into this.
One Chicago police officer is dead. Another is fighting for his life after a longtime felon allegedly used a fake medical emergency to stage a daring escape.
And on top of that, it's another example of a criminal who should not have been on the streets in the first place. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera has this troubling report.
I was really angry, and I still am really angry.
Former Illinois Police Chief Tom Weitzel isn't alone. That anger is boiling over after yet another preventable murder rocks Chicago. This time leaving one police officer dead and another fighting for his life.
Officer Bartholomew would be alive today if his massively repeat offender of violent crime after violent crime were behind bars where he belonged.
Alfonso Talley's rap sheet stretches back nearly a decade, a 7-time convicted felon, multiple armed robberies, and currently on parole for being in possession of a stolen vehicle and attacking a corrections officer.
He was an individual that kept going to court. He kept appearing in front of judges, and he kept getting released.
That last release came in December of 2025, and it turned deadly months later, on April 25th.
Earlier in the day, this is Saturday, he robbed a Family Dollar store, and actually also battered a patron that was at the store as part of his getaway.
Police arrested Talley not long after, but he quickly pulls a move that cops know all too well.
They play this game where they come into the lockup and they say they have chest pains, and they know that the police are obligated to bring them to the hospital. That's their chance to escape. All police officers know that.
Which is exactly what happened next. Prosecutors say Talley claimed to need medical attention after allegedly swallowing drugs. 2 officers transport him to a nearby hospital. Staff tell him to change into a gown so they can do a CT scan. But authorities say it was all a setup.
As he was changing, he reached under the blanket that was on the gurney, pulled out a gun, and shot the first officer in the head, then shot the second officer.
Talley proceeds to fire at the exam room window, shattering it, and runs, naked.
Still has the leads on his chest, pulls those off, but leaves the tapes on, jumps out that window and flees.
He doesn't get far, rearrested hours later, but the damage is done. Officer John Bartholomew is dead, and another officer is in critical condition.
This was a 100% preventable crime, and you can't say that a lot in policing.
And one of the reasons why Chief Weitzel says this was a 100% preventable crime is that in 2019, Alphonso Talley was sentenced for his armed robbery conviction. There were 4 counts to that conviction, 7 years per count. That should have put him behind bars for nearly 3 decades. But instead of making him serve those sentences consecutively, the judge allowed what's called concurrent sentences. That is, it was all bundled together as one. It wasn't running back to back. And that is a major problem in the state of Illinois and why many of these violent offenders are released back on the street early. Mark, Charlotte?
And it's really tragic as well for those police officers. All right, Jason, thank you.
I don't know. I want to know where he got the gun from. The rest of it makes sense. The gun thing doesn't. He was already arrested, and then they took him to the hospital. And then he pulled a gun out and killed him. And when I first heard the story, I thought he had took the gun from an officer, which is less of the officer's fault, right? Like, they're doing their job. Obviously, they shouldn't allow someone to take their gun from them, but things happen, right? That's kind of like an accident kind of situation. They should have searched him before taking his ass to the hospital. He should not have had anything on him. He shouldn't have been able to make a phone call. He shouldn't have been able to light a cigarette, let alone have a firearm. So and if he didn't take it from the cops, then it sounds like he had the gun on him and they transported him to the hospital while he had a firearm, and then they died because they did not find the firearm when they originally arrested him. And that's either because he really did stick it up his butt, like you guys are all saying in the chat, which I don't know if you've held a pistol. I couldn't imagine sticking it up my ass. I know that. I wouldn't be able to walk. I don't know. I could stand there, maybe. I don't know if I'd be able to walk. Definitely couldn't sit in a cop car. But if he wasn't keystering the pistol and he didn't take it from a cop, then where did the gun come from? Because if they didn't search him and they didn't pull everything out of his pockets, then it's their fault that they're going through that shit, because that's their job. That's the whole reason they're supposed to do that shit. And so when they put a criminal in the back of the car, or a suspect, or whatever the situation is, that they don't have a weapon to do something to themselves or to the officers. So, like, what happened here? He didn't manifest a firearm. Something happened. Either way, they're saying that this criminal was being arrested. He claimed that he needed medical attention, not because he couldn't breathe. It was because of something else. And while he was at the hospital and he was changing, he grabbed a gun. He shot the one cop in the head and killed him. Shot the other officer and put him in critical condition. Then he fled the hospital naked. He was arrested hours later, and I think he was still naked. He couldn't find clothes, I guess. I don't know. But they said that this was preventable all because he had been arrested for armed robbery and that he didn't do enough time. And although that could be true, I still think that it sounds like negligence on the cop's side. How did they not prevent him from getting a firearm while he was already under arrest? Like, I could just imagine like what the captain was thinking when they heard this shit. They were like, wait a minute, you arrested the guy. You hung out with him for 2 hours. You sat with him at the hospital and smelled his ass and stuff. And then he shot your partner in the head, shot you in the head and put you in critical condition. Then we had to go find this naked guy. How did he get the gun? Like, make it make sense. I don't know. Even Google didn't know. And AI knows everything. That's what they want us to think. Anyways, next up we get the last little bit of the news, and it is lefties losing it. Today it's titled, Another Traumatic Sex Scandal. Accusation against Katy Perry, which isn't surprising because you see where she is in the media and all of that, all those big wig people. I'm surprised she wasn't on the Epstein list. Anyways, it's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this weird situation that happened in Chicago. Zero, maybe the gun was left in the back of the cop car. Somebody left it on the floor by accident. They're supposed to go, it's still the cops' fault. They have to go through all that stuff. Every time they put somebody back there, they need to go through it and make sure that they didn't leave anything behind, because they could leave evidence and stuff behind. Like say you had drugs on you and the cop didn't find it during the search, so you ditch it in the back seat before you get pulled out. That's why they have to go do that, just in case you did that. And the other thing is so they don't cross-contaminate. Because if they have an inmate or, they're shuttling somebody, they drop drugs in the back seat. That guy goes back to his cell or whatever. They arrest some other yahoo. They put him in the back seat. They pull him out, find drugs. Well, now they're going to just pin it on that guy. They can't have stuff like that. So they have to go through anything that a criminal touches or a suspect touches or whatever. It all has to be processed and documented. So all of that makes it the cop's fault. And so I don't know. It just depends. How did he get the firearm? Ghostly, a nurse at the hospital is his baby mama and planted it for him. It could be that. But if that's the case, they should charge her too. Absolutely. Russell, I'd have chest pains too if I stuck a gun in my ass. I'm just saying. Salty Ragu, just don't sneeze. Yeah, exactly. You sneeze and the gun goes off. Holy. What do they even charge you with at that point? It was an accidental discharge. You need to wipe afterwards. Green Eyes, he boofed it. Yeah, hardcore. When they arrested him all naked and stuff, his butthole was whistling in the wind like when you blow into a bottle. Poor guy. Here, Juicer, the prison wallet is an amazing organ, I guess. They're going to arrest him for not having a concealed carry. Total carry, Klaus clogging in. I know. Flopping. You're big and fat. Yes. I know you hear me. I see your satellite ears. Yeah, stick my finger in your ear. You see him react before I touched him. He's like, I hear you talking shit. Colty, my boss, worked on a police cruiser and he had to lift up the back seat to do a fuel pump. Found a revolver underneath the seat that nobody had known was there. That's crazy. What's up, Peg? Happy freedom to you. Colty, the gun was under his fat roll. Winning. He's winning. He just lifts the gut up. He's got the whole armory right there. Done either a prison pocket or inside man at the hospital. Like a blackmail janitor. Yeah. It could be something like that. I want to know, where did he get the gun? Elder Zoomer, nobody expects the ass gun. You're getting pistol whipped with the ass gun. You're just disgusted and abused at the same time. No thanks. I've had enough of life. Tony Rez just speaking from experience. Not yet. Shit. I still got some life to live though. You never know. What's up, Dabs? Happy freedom. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom to you. Colty, I heard that from a reliable source. It was under his fat roll. Kyle talked about it this morning on his stream. Interesting. It's very interesting. Cass, you better drive safe. What's up, Mace? Happy freedom to you. Agent O, what's in your wallet? Mm-hmm. Nick, happy freedom. They said that they took him to lockup. The first thing they do, let's see, the first thing they did to me in lockup was strip search, hold your stuff, cough kind of stuff. Yeah, that's normally what happens. What's up, AB? Happy freedom to you. Never get notifications when you're live. Turn the notifications off and turn them back on, because I think the way that they work on YouTube is new subscribers get notifications, and then based on how you respond to notifications will tell the system whether or not to send you notifications anymore. And I think after a while, if you don't quickly respond to a YouTube notification, then eventually you just stop getting them. If you would like to get on-time notifications, you are welcome to join Discord. Discord is absolutely free, and you will get notifications on time. They come out automatically, but I also hand post notifications over on Telegram if you want to be a part of Telegram. Or you could follow me on like X and turn the notifications on with that, because I hand post notifications on all my social media and stuff. But yeah, the notifications with YouTube and even Rumble are kind of hit and miss. But I think it's because of the algorithm. Like I said, if you go through Discord, there is no algorithm. You will just be notified. Meta, they're covering up a gun grab. I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea. Be safe out there, Sandra's Library. All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, we got Rita coming up next with Lefties Losing It. But first, I want to remind you, hooligans, you should go join jeffmaclive.com. Go set you up a profile, create posts for Hooligans Alley, the forums, and the group chats. Plus, watching the live is a lot more fun with memes and GIFs in the chat. There's tons of stuff to do and new things happening every day. Select a free membership to get started. So let me post this really quick, and we'll get into Lefties Losing It. And while I'm doing all of this, what color do you think Rita is wearing today? I know we have Rita, but I can't remember what color she's wearing. Either way, there's a link. Go do the thing. Let me pull this up. Oh, I remember now. Yes. What color do you think Rita's wearing today? Come on, do the thing. Do the thing. Please. YouTube's sucking ass today. All the ass. A mouthful. Alright, there we go. So let's see. What color do you guys think Rita is wearing today? Russell says blue balls. Zero says green. Let me see. Snooks, those are not colors. You got to add some color in there. Torres saying grape jelly. Peel to Heaven saying going with white. Totally Care saying teal. Crystal saying yellow. Darkhorn saying yellow. Magic Moon saying pink. Happy freedom to you, Magic Moon. Elder Zoomer saying blue. Guess who? Inmate Poopy Brown. That's very specific. Let me see. Let me see. Dutton saying teal. Haven't seen teal in a little while, and now we got two teals going on. Colty saying blue. Navy blue. Barb saying green. What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom to you. How was your walk? Glitzy, happy freedom. Glitzy saying purple. Mike Ingle saying Rita's in blue. Agent O saying red. Ramsey saying red. Nick is saying beige. Agent O, ass gun brown. Mm-hmm. Meta saying silver and gold. Sandra's Library saying blue. Canuck, happy freedom. Dead salmon brown. Wow. The visualization of that. Rich saying blue. White pearls and pink underwear. Rita, we're going to need you to take your pants off. We need to validate some things. Green Eyes saying salmon. It smells like that, or she's wearing that color? We got to figure this out. Let me see. Let me see. Salt Ragu saying get some. What kind of color is that? Here, Juicer. Cali Trucker Brown. You guys. Man. It's too much. Get too close there. Larry saying blue. Brent saying pink. Ghostly. How do I say this? Off-white. Okay, well, thank you, Ghostly. Give me a way out there. Off-white. Cream-colored. My feed. Happy freedom to you. My feed saying green. Puff of stuff. Sydney Sweeney painted purple. That's very specific. Patriot Dad, she's wearing me. That's right. Happy freedom to you, Patriot Dad. Salty Senior saying fire engine red. Motorsport, happy freedom to you. Motorsport saying green. Ramsey, what you got? Not just red, but what is that? Falu red? I don't think I'm saying that right. What's up, Roxy? Happy freedom to you. Roxy, yeah, gas is stupid here too. I was telling everybody it was like $3.97, and yesterday I went for a walk and it was $4.28. Riot time. Time to ride over the gas. Does everybody place their bets here? Place your betsies. It's looking like it. Sudrego, you got $5 hairs on it. Very nice. All right, going once, going twice. Today, Rita's in kind of a royal blue color. It's a little lighter than royal blue with a gray undershirt. Ass gun gray. And she's got something weird going on with the top of her head. I don't know. She's getting some more body up here. Her brain is growing. Anyways, hit that like button. Let's get into this.
For lefties losing it. You know what they say, if you want to make a conservative mad, lie to her. If you want to make a leftist mad, tell her the truth. And boy, did Democrat Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro get mad when EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin dared to drop some cold, hard facts. This woman doesn't know the law, hasn't heard of the relevant landmark Supreme Court cases. This is 60 seconds that sums up the modern Democrats.
Following the law, Section 202 of the Clean Air Act, where does it say anything about fighting global climate change? Loper Bright, Supreme Court case, you familiar with it?
No, I maybe others are. I'm not, but let me ask.
But that's really important. As a member of Congress, Loper Bright says that we as an agency don't have the authority to get creative if Section 202 of the Clean Air Act.
No, but you don't have, excuse me, you do not have the right to say climate change does not exist, that it's a hoax, and that's where this administration is coming from.
I understand you're upset that you don't know what Loper Bright is. Do you know what the major policies doctrine is?
I'm upset because...
You know what the major policies doctrine is?
You know what, let me just
You're a member of Congress. You should know.
Well, whoa.
West Virginia versus EPA?
You know, you're here because you need money from us. So halt for the second and wait for the questions and answer the questions.
Well, I answered your question,
no, you
and you didn't like my answer because you don't know what Loper Bright is, because you don't know what the major policies doctrine is.
Oh, dear me. Just emoting wildly compared to facts. Now, the blue-haired Democrat got so irate that she at one point encouraged Lee Zeldin to drink poison. I'm not kidding.
You're holding up a cup saying glyphosate.
You know...
Don't drink it. Don't inject it.
Maybe you should try doing that. Oh. Okay? Excuse me.
Excuse me, indeed. Now, I regret to inform you that Bette Midler, remember her, is singing about fascism, and it's as awful as you think.
Hey there, all you fascists. Let me put you straight. When you come for the rest of us, we'll fight you at the gate, and you will lose. You fascists bound to lose. We'll battleize together until they cut and run.
Now, let's check on lefties wishing and hoping for President Trump's death. These people are sick.
Send us that death certificate so we can prove that that man is going to be 10 feet under the ground and burning in hell before we all celebrate.
Real shooters don't miss. So
Shut
for
up,
any
bitch.
real shooters out there, just a couple words of affirmations, because you never miss.
So, I look forward to turning on the news every morning to see if he's still here with us. How many of you do the same thing every day?
My point was he has to die eventually, right?
It's almost like the left has a violence problem. Let's hear now from Xavier DuRosso, who explains it's always been the left that's had a violence problem, and it's always been the left attacking Republican presidents.
So another radical leftist tried to shoot Trump last night, and I think it's time that we have an honest conversation that the Democratic Party has not become violent, they've always been violent. Let's just unpack every president that has been shot and what their party affiliation was. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. James A. Garfield was a Republican. William McKinley was a Republican. Theodore Roosevelt was a Republican. JFK was a Democrat, but a Kennedy Democrat we all now refer to as a modern Republican, and guess who shot him? A Marxist, the same ideology that's behind BLM. Ronald Reagan was a Republican, and Donald Trump is a Republican. The same party that's constantly talking about taking away all of our guns is the same party that's constantly using them in the improper way.
Now to former NBC anchor turned podcaster Chuck Todd, who somehow manages to blame Donald Trump for people trying to kill him. You see, the real victims are people like Chuck, not Donald Trump. It's Chuck's safety we have to worry about.
I'm not going to any more events where Trump's at him. I don't feel safe. Wherever Donald Trump
Chaos follows him.
Chaos follows him. And you are less safe, right? If you decide to go into his orbit, you have become less safe. He does not care about your safety. He's not going to protect you if you go into his orbit, because he's always going to protect himself first.
Just when you think the media has hit rock bottom, they find new lows. And the media hasn't just helped create monsters like Thomas Matthew Crooks, Ryan Wesley Ruth, Austin Tucker Martin, remember him, and Cole Thomas Allen, with their relentless anti-Trump hate and hysteria. They also lie and gaslight the population, claiming the side that is consistently violent is peaceful, and it's the right who are guilty of political violence. Here is MS Now anchor Nicole Wallace.
The permission structure for violence. You've got polls about political violence. Democrats don't think it's a good idea. Only Republicans. Only people inclined to consume conservative media are now, I think, upward of 50% say that if necessary, violence is okay. You've only got the conduct on one of the two sides.
Just pure lies, junk activist data and lies. And she knew they were lies, just like CNN's Jake Tapper knew the Fine People hoax he pushed over and over again was a lie from day one. Now, we recently learned of the role the hard-left Southern Poverty Law Centre played in Charlottesville, but the Fine People hoax was apparent from day one, and yet Jake Tapper, CNN's Jake Tapper, kept pushing that lie that Donald Trump had called white supremacists very fine people. And a special thank you to Maze Moore for this superb little compilation.
Very fine people, President Trump said, as he drew a line of moral equivalence between white supremacists and those who protested the white supremacists. This is a president who said there were, quote, very fine people on both sides in a Charlottesville neo-Nazi Klan march. White supremacists. The president seems to struggle when called upon to specifically and unequivocally criticize those groups. Now, the moral equivalence and refusal to single out this particular vile crowd of bigots spewing hatred by name, a lot of people think that he has a soft spot in his heart for, or at least won't condemn, white supremacists.
And there's this big effort by Trump supporters to pretend that the president didn't say what he said, to call this all a hoax.
Yeah, we called it a hoax, you big fat liar, because it was a hoax. Trump did unequivocally condemn the white supremacists and Nazis. The fine people the president referred to were those marching to preserve a statue that was being torn down. His condemnation of the white supremacists was crystal clear.
And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists.
Let's bring in the Center for the American Experiment president and co-founder of the Popular...
All right, and that is Lefties losing it. Those fuckers. Anyways, now we're going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's puzzle advent calendar. It was provided by Watchmen. And we got our two for... Why can I not talk today? Is it Monday? Because it feels like Monday. We got our two funny videos of the day. First one is titled Charisma. And our official funny video of the day is titled When the Weekend is Winning. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about Lefties losing it. Wrench, all the Democrats who were at the No Kings protest were clapping for the real king. Yeah, they don't understand how ironic that is. They're a bunch of idiots. Ghostly went to a Trump rally in Pennsylvania We all had to leave our vapes and cigarettes and lighters outside the gate. After the rally, our shit was still there. Everyone just made a pile of contraband. No one stole shit. Yeah. Yup. They have to lie. Lie, cheat, and steal. It's the Democrat way. It's what they do. Bunch of losers. Thanks so much, Colty, for the doll hair over on Rumble. You're a badass, Colty. Thank you so much. Says it does feel like a Monday. It does. It's unfortunate. You guys are making it a lot better, though. I appreciate you, Colty. Yes, fucking losers. Literally, they are. They are a bunch of losers and lowlifes. And they like keeping it that way. That's why they always vote for squalor. What's up, Deb? Happy freedom to you. You're just in time for the fun stuff. Salty Senior TDS suffers. Yeah. They can't handle it. Patriot Dad, the people are lost. They are lost. Yup. Lost inside their brain. Colty, thank you so much for the doll hair over on Rumble. Turn that frown upside down. I'm trying, Colty. Thank you so much. Gas, TDS has no cure. They need to just accept the truth. Instead of... The problem is they make it their whole identity. They make these stupid talking points their whole identity. And that's why you see them marching and dressing up and holding signs and making life choices. And when you ask them, you're like, why? And they just say a talking point that they heard verbatim from the TV or from the internet. And then when they get interviewed by it, and we see these street interviews and stuff, and they're like, okay, but what does that mean? What does equity mean? You know, like just all these phrases they use. What does it mean? And they're like, well, I don't know. No, you don't know. You just was frail and desperate to belong, and you found this group of idiots who's sensitive to every little stupid thing in the world, which is not motivating you to be a better person. And so it's like, hey, we'll just accept you for being a smelly piece of shit drug addict. We'll never encourage you to do better with your life. And then we'll encourage you to get on, you know, free money from the government that's not free. And then we'll praise you for doing it. And it's like, it's the party of squalor. That's all it is. Poor me, poor mindset. It's not good for them. It's like, I don't know. It's mental illness. That's what it is. Russell. I'll check it out, Russell. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom to you. Nick, MK Ultra. I kind of feel like it is too. There's mass programming on social media, and some of us somehow fall for it, like get reprogrammed by it. And I don't really understand how it works. I've seen people change, like become completely different people. Like I used to know somebody who was talking about getting a concealed carry and was talking about how Melania is such a pretty woman and how conservative beliefs are like the backbone of America and all kinds of shit like that. And then within like a year or two, they were talking about how President Trump is relative to Hitler and he's a white supreme pizza, and that conservatives cause all the violence in the country. And I'm just like, how the fuck did that happen? Like, how did that happen? What happened to you? And all they did was sit around on Facebook all day. They literally didn't do anything else. They went to work and sat on Facebook. And I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? Social media, brainwashing. It's effective, I guess. There's got to be something about you, though, that makes you compatible with the brainwashing, because obviously not all of us are. But I just don't know what that thing is, that thing inside you that makes you fall for the Facebook Ultra or whatever the fuck it is, the social media Ultra. Meta lost in space, yeah, something. Ghostly low IQ individuals. I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily that. It's a personality disorder. There's like, I shouldn't even say it's a disorder. It's like a type. It's like a personality type. And they are susceptible to the bullshit while the rest of us aren't. I also think it has something to do with dependency. If you're not very independent, and like I grew up with a lot of siblings, so I have a hard time doing things by myself. I have to. I don't have a choice, but I prefer to do things with others. But there's people who can't cope on their own. They are completely codependent. And I feel like those people who don't have leadership skills or they don't have independence of themselves, I feel like those are the people that are susceptible to the bullshit and brainwashing on the internet because they don't have it in them to say, this sounds fucking stupid and I don't want to be a part of it. They don't have that in them. They have to join the group of people who say that Trump's a fascist. You know, they all share one idea. They have no genuine thoughts in their head. And it has something to do with like independence, I feel like, because these are people who want to be taken care of. We're the kind of people who take care of ourselves and take care of others. That's the personality difference. I don't know. There's something there. We're pointing at it. It's right there. Whatever it is, we're right next to it. It's something that has to do with their personality. Anyways, reading through a little bit more, we got the fun stuff coming up. Zero victimhood. Yeah, it could be, and I think that is a part of it. It has something. It's whatever makes you want to be the victim. The I need someone to care about me kind of shit. And I feel that way, but I don't feel like a victim. I want to be cared for and stuff. I don't want to like need dependence, right? I don't want to need somebody to provide for me. And I think people who are okay with that are maybe more susceptible to the bullshit. People who need others, who need something from someone else. I don't know. We're close to it, whatever it is. Russell, it's not reusable. You use it once, you throw it away. That's how it works. Pretty sure. I didn't read the box. Gotta ask Ghostly. He bought it. Ranch, I think it's all the soy milk that they drink. It's high in estrogen. Yeah, well, and I think our food is a part of it too. I think our food is a part of it, and I think social media is a huge part of it. But I just don't think all of us are susceptible to it. Oh, here, Juicer, I'm so jealous. I need a vacation so bad. Green eyes, it all depends on how you use it. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for the $5 hairs over on Rumble. You're a badass, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. It says, don't be sheeple, be the wolf. And that's right. That's right. Thank you, Patriot Dad. Cass, I call them pick-me's. Me. Can't stand it. Yeah. Side dog is the stupidity. It is. Colty, we're a dying breed. I hope that's not true, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Common sense feels like it's dying. Totally care. All I know is they don't ever seem happy. It's true. We were watching something. I can't remember if it was Lefties losing it or what it was. We were watching something on here. I think we were watching on here. Maybe it was in the voice chat. But they were interviewing some psycho lefty or whatever. And they were like, well, you know, why do you hate Trump and conservative? Why do you hate everybody who's not like you? And they're like, oh, well, because of violence against people like me and the mistreatment of people who are like me and da-da-da. And the person was like, okay, well, what personal experiences have you had where somebody's attacking you because of who you are? And they were like, well, no one really. These are just things I think in my head and whatever. And it's like, oh, you made it. You made it to the full conclusion that you just think this shit up in your head, that you've never actually been attacked for anything that's to do with your hair, your nose, your sexual preference at all. You've never been attacked for it. You just worry that may happen one day, so you behave like a piece of shit today. And I don't know. Peg, pure indoctrination. Yeah, absolutely. The brainwashing is effective to some. Done, straw man argument. Yeah, I actually just learned what straw man arguments are, because I had somebody that was like constantly telling me about me, but like painting me in stories that weren't true, and I was always the fucking bad guy. And I spent a lot of time defending myself from that shit. Like, what are you talking about? Like, none of that's even true. And I ended up Googling it because I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, what the fuck is it called when somebody does this to you? They're straw man stories. I'm like, oh, well, I hate that. Whatever that's called, hate that. Hate the fuck out of that. Thank you so much, Culty, for the doll hair over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Culty. Thank you so much. It says, hey, everybody, don't be a bum. Hit that thumb. That's right, Culty. Appreciate you. Thank you. I can't help it, Culty. I'm appreciative. Even though I text like I'm an asshole. What's up, Jeffrey Allen? Happy freedom to you. Teasel, Operation Mockingbird. Yeah, it's effective. Bullseye, people who did not graduate high school are less likely to be brainwashed. It sounds like you're dissing us, but I understand what you're saying, Bullseye. I understand what you're saying. There's a hooligan that says all the time, don't waste your education on school. Meta, it's called grooming. Yes. Yep. The conditioning. Wrench, it's cock ring puzzle time. It is. It's almost that time. Zero. Well, it can be that way. I think there's extremes on both sides, but I think one, I don't know. It is definitely a spectrum between the left and the right, but the hardcore right-wing people, they're more reserved in their spiciness. There's been things I've posted on the internet where I've had people in the comments go, oh, you stupid lefty, you sound like a fucking liberal, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's funny considering what I do for a living. That's great. Love that. Love that. But that's how you could tell when people are a little bit getting towards the extreme side, when they can't see anything other than, you know, like anybody a fascist or anybody a lefty doesn't like, they call a fascist or a racist, right? And anybody the right doesn't like, they call them a lefty or a tard or whatever. But it depends. It depends. Some people can't see outside of, you know, those blinders there, and that's when people become extreme. But it seems like on the left side, they are more susceptible to becoming extreme. Where people on the right, they got to work, they got kids to take care of, they got shit to do. Look at this fucking cat, okay? You know how much time it takes me to feed this cat? A lot. I ain't got time to be calling people lefties and shit like that. So I don't know. I just know that they're unhappy over on the left. Anyways, let's get into the fun stuff here. Like I said, we're going to be cracking open today's puzzle advent calendar. It was provided by Watchmen, and we got our 2 funny videos of the day. Before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send some of the P.O. Box, or you can even send crypto. Now let's see what we're going to get today. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what it is. But let's see. Today is day 13. I got yesterday's box right here just so I can remember, because I can't remember shit. Today is day 13. Let's figure it out. You got to figure it out. Ooh, it's a heavy one today. What do you think? What do you think? Inspect it. Klaus Daniels. Use your thumbs. You're not even trying. What do you think? Sniff it. That's what I told her. Anyways, like I said, day 13. It's heavy. What is it? What is it? This one came in a bag. Why did it sound like that when I said it? The other ones didn't arrive in packaging. It doesn't sound better. It's not better. I'm a little weirded out that it came in packaging. Why does it sound like that? It doesn't sound good. Oh, this is because there's a lot of little pieces. Okay. How do I show you guys? Okay, this thing here. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. There's a bunch of little square things. It looks questionable. I understand the way the lights, you know, reflect. It looks a little questionable. But it's also 2 levels that are not side by side. Do you see what I'm saying here? They're all like this. It's like a bunch of little L's that are double stacked in a design that Germany may be proud of, right? So I think I'm making this work. Oh, they're not double stacked. Are they magnetic? I'm not beating this, I'll tell you that. Oh, very strange. Okay. Let me see if I can show you guys the strangeness of this puzzle. They are jointed together somehow, and so they come apart in strange pieces like this. Okay. I have a feeling that if I get this apart, I'm never going to be able to get it back together. This is this is probably the most complex puzzle we've had yet. I mean, it's got to be. I don't even know where do I begin? It kind of feels like it's magnetized. I'm scared I'm just going to blow this thing up. It's just going to go pieces everywhere. I don't know. What do I do and how do I do it? I can't get it back to the shape it was. I haven't really made progress, but I don't know how I got where I am. Is there magnets? Okay, well, this is where we are so far. It's now an 8, and I don't think I'm helping my case here. I know I'm not beating this without the instructions. I know that. Okay, okay. It's kind of getting better. It's not. I just the way that reflection looked, I can't put this on the screen. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know. I wish they would have designed it a little differently, because now I'm unsure that I can even show you guys with the way the reflections are popping up. Germany would be a big fan of this. How do you... What do I do here? Okay, well, let me take a gander at the instructions, see if we can try and salvage this. Okay, I think I made it to that step. Supposedly, this shit just pulls apart. But if that's the case, then I should be able to just shove it back together, right? But it don't. I don't know. I don't know. Where am I supposed to pull? The instructions is lying. I think it was wrote by Democrats. I'm trying to figure this out here. Okay. I don't know if I'm making progress or if I'm breaking it. I might be breaking it. I don't want to break it. Huh. Not gonna be able to figure this out. This is where I'm at though. Got this like kind of S shape going on here. I don't know. See what I mean? I'm like, I don't want to break it. Getting these gaps here. I don't want to do that. It's supposed to come apart into 4 corner pieces, I guess. I'm gonna have to watch a tutorial because I am not, well, okay, we're back at the original position. Progress made. I got it back to the way it started. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out and show you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much, Watchmen. Breaking my brain today. Racist puzzles and whatnot. Either way, let's get into these funny videos, you hooligans. Now, this is usually how my pickup lines work. So I was a huge fan of this. This is our first funny video of the day, and this one's titled Charisma.
Yo, so like, do you want to go get Voodoo Donuts?
Sure.
Yo, so like, do you want to go get Voodoo Donuts?
Sure.
Yeah. He said, do you want to go through McDonald's? And when she said, yeah, then he ripped a Skippy and then just turned the beats on and started driving down the street. Can't beat that. That's Mr. Steal Your Girl there. Anyways, getting into our official funny video of the day. Get this pulled up. Come on. Fight me all damn day. There we go. It's our official funny video of the day, and this is titled When the Weekend is Winning.
Lemonade.
A lemonade, please.
A Sprite.
A Sprite.
Water. Lemonade.
That's rough. That is rough stuff. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to grab this link really quick. I'm going to drop it in all the chats. We're going to read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we are raiding out over on Rumble. Ripped a Skippy. As soon as he ripped a Skippy, she knew he was the one. Anyways, here's the link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because you got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, the groups, the forums, and all the other features we have over on the website. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. And like I said, we're going to read through really quick. We get the Pledge of Allegiance coming up. Then we are raiding out over on Rumble. Russell, that dude was done. Yeah, he's like water, like he was stranded on an island. I need water, and I need it now. Dying. You know he threw up on the way home. Zero just gonna be up all night figuring it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm very interested in this. I don't know. I'll work on it until it's done. Green Eyes, twist it, pull it, bop it. Yeah, exactly. Russell, a swastika puzzle. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that today. Russell, small square cock ring. That's right. Just in case the other one was too big, you know? Get the square one out. What's up, Polish? Happy freedom to you. Thank you so much, Colty, for the doll hair over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Colty. Thank you so much. Says, I love you all. Have a great day. Much love to you, Colty, and I hope you have a great day as well. Thank you. Thank you so much, Hair Juicer, for the $5 hairs over on Rumble. You're a badass, Hair Juicer. Thank you so much for the support. Says, I'll get you some this weekend. You need a brain shower. I do need a brain shower. Hard. Thank you so much, Hair Juicer. I appreciate you. Klaus, you didn't even help me open that puzzle. You know that? This is your fault that we didn't win the puzzle today. Your fault. Yeah, it's going to cost you the fancy feast. Oh, I appreciate you, Polish. Thank you for stopping in. Colty, it's even worse when she gets in the car, rips a Skippy, and then looks at you. Smells like Friday's fish fry. That's too bad. Too bad. Girl farts is rough. Y'all were calling them unicorn farts or something a couple months ago. They're rough. I don't know why they're like that. They're so potent. And they'd be lying about it too. That's why you got to bust them out. That's part of the deal there. You go to Walmart and you're like, why you fart like that? And just watch them just turn red. Just mortified. Got to do it. You got to. Done. Bet Jeff's glad no one clipped that. Hands under the desk talking about can't show it. Don't want to keep pulling. Might break it. Wrong site for that. Yeah, done. I was giving you guys a free preview here. Join the only Klaus. Picture Dad. Keep pulling. It'll come. I was worried about it looking like a swastika, and you guys were thinking something else. Tony Rez, SPLC's loving this. They're the ones that made the puzzle. Oh, thank you, Cass. Fresca Bean, maybe twist and pull. Just grab that puzzle and twist it. Kevin, as long as you don't invade Poland, you'll be okay. I don't know if I'm equipped to beat the puzzle. I'm trying to figure this out. Tony Raz, girl farts are like pigeon eggs. You never see them, but you know they exist. You don't want to discover it. I know that. It's like you could smell the whole food pyramid all at once after it was digested. I don't know how it works. Snooks, no they don't. No they don't. What's up, Lost Sock? Happy freedom to you. So sick of the leftist hypocrisy? Yeah, well, don't expect it to end. It's not going to. It's all they have. Oh, I appreciate you, Sandra's Library. Thank you for hanging out with us today. 10 man, what a shitty conversation. I know. Either way, it is that time once again, you hooligans. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Let's figure out who we're raiding over on Rumble. Now, of course, we got to cut off Twitch because it is against community guidelines over there to show the raid, unfortunately. So if you're watching on Twitch and you'd like to be a part of the raid, you are welcome to join us over on X, Blaze, Kick, YouTube, Rumble, or jeffmaclive.com. Otherwise, I will see you Twitch Hooligans tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Everyone else, just sit tight. We got this raid coming up. And like I said before we start this raid, I'm going to be gaming it up later with the premium lives. We have to do 5 hours for the premium creator program, so we got to do some time. I don't know if I'm gonna do 5 hours all at once, but either way, if you see us go live later with the premium live stream, we are playing the game and just hanging out. So if you are not an official hooligan or you don't have Rumble Premium, don't you worry, you're not missing anything too terribly important. We're just gonna be having fun and playing the game. But I got 5 hours I gotta burn in the next 24 hours, so that's a thing. Keep that in mind. Anyways, let me double check Twitch really quick, and then we're gonna be raiding out. Salty's live. I wish I could raid him, but I can't because of whatever reason they have their stuff turned off. Anyways, let's see who we are raiding. Wilkie's live. Let me see who else is it. Salty Grower's live. Mrs. Mam is live. Quiet Part's live. I think we already raided the Rotella. Let's raid Wilkie. Let me see how long Wilkie's been live. 25 minutes. Good time. Good time. We're gonna raid Wilkie. That's the plan. Oh, much love to you, Rappy. Thank you for being with us today. All right, hooligans. Hit the like button as soon as you land. Let's get raiding.
For Fortnite, we do have Law this Friday night. Oh. Woo! Jeff Beck coming in with the hot raid. Happy freedom. To all the hooligans. Hey, Dutton, Wrench, Green Eyes, Tornadoes. Yo, welcome. First run through here, far west. We're going to be joined up with the one and only Vaping Gamers, and you're terminated here on Rumble. For those interested, we can't hear the music. Oh. I wonder why you can't hear the music. What? Hold on. What do you mean you can't hear the music? Mr. You know what? I have the person of persons that's actually going to be playing with me. We need to find out why it ain't coming through. Hold on. one?
My request didn't.
No. I gotta play it again, sir. You know, I gotta play it again, Mr. Jeff Mack.
You're welcome in, Sergeant Wilkie. Even though you're already
Hello. It was the hooligans messing with y'all, Jeff Mack. They messed with you. Oh, that's done. Done. Like, I broke it. I was like, hold on. We'll play it again. Hold on. Still can't hear it. I don't know why. What? That is wild. Everybody else did. Did it. Dude, he's messing with you. They're messing with you, Jeff. They're messing with you. Yo, can you please reconnect his audio so he can hear it? Did you hear this?
Oh. Got it.
Oh, you can hear that one. I got plenty of them. Yeah. Yes. Thank you again, Mr. Jeff Mack, for the raid. Welcome in. Again, we're going to be here with your terminated and vaping gamers. Probably joined in by a fourth to run far west. This game just came out. What? The hell? Damn it. I swore I closed the window. Good Lord. Damn things are wrong. Yeah, no. Jeez. Can someone close the window, please? Thank you.
Otter sounds.
May 8th, while we have Jeff Mack and crew, please come on in. May 8th, we're running Fortnite. Come through. It's open. It's going to be here in the Bad Company Discord. It's free. You don't have to pay or anything like that. Just come on in and play with us. You know, Spectre, stop messing around. Spectre be like just trying to get me.
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. Good stuff. Sitting there doing tech support, and then you guys were trolling me at the same damn time. Telling Wilkie, nah, Jeff's just trolling you. No, I can't hear it. You guys, I'm trying to help him out here. You guys are messing me up. Anyways, we're going to be wrapping this up. We're going to read through really quick, but like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans, but we will be playing the game at some point today. I got 5 hours I got to knock out in the next 24 hours, so I don't know if we're going to do it all at once or if we're going to take breaks or what we're even going to play. Probably going to play some Fallout, but we'll try and play some other games too. A hooligan sent me a game to play that I got pulled up on Discord. We might play that on the live too, because I haven't tried that yet. But either way, I got 5 hours got to knock out for the premium live today. So that's a thing. But if you don't see me for the premium live, I will see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through really quick and we're wrapping her up. Sounds good, 10 man? 0, yeah. Glad he got it figured out, though. Much love to you, 0. Thank you for hanging out today. Snooks, what are you talking? Oh, yours, dude? If you say so. Oh, I appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you, Rappy. Appeal to heaven, you are not wrong. Girl farts to change your eye color. Oh, I appreciate you, Tool to Care. Thank you, Patriot Ed. You have a good night as well. Thank you, Tony Reyes. You have a good night also, Dud, and thank you for being with us today. Appreciate you, Right Mind. Thank you, Teasel. Happy freedom to you, Leslie. Thank you for hanging out today. Appreciate you, Meta. All right, Hooligans, it looks like we're good to go. Like I said, we will be playing the game later on with the premium live over on Rumble. Got to do the 5 hours. Got to knock it out. But if you're not a part of that, we will be... Ooh, let me just knock my desk over. We will be live again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I really appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you so much for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. You guys are fantastic. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Go find yourself some good food, have fun, and be safe. And I'm going to try and do the same. Make your way back to us tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.